Come say hi. This is Dilo, Astro's sister. Dilo's the real boss around here. Say hi. Hi, everyone. I'm Araya, mama to be, currently 36 weeks, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about why my partner and I decided to cloth diaper, those top reasons, and some of the challenges we're anticipating in this journey. When my partner and I found out we were pregnant, we were so excited and then started to think about the essentials, one of them being diapers. And we decided that we just didn't want to have to have a lot of diapers stored in the home, nor were we really crazy about the cost that will add up. We knew that we wanted the best of the best, chemical free, that were environmentally friendly, and so we started to do some research. I and my partner we're not crazy about the waste that diapers contribute. Diapers can sit in landfills for over 500 years. So yes, the diapers that you and I used when we were babies are still sitting in a landfill somewhere. And so we just knew that we didn't want to contribute to that waste, and we wanted to find some alternative methods to supplement the diapering journey. And so that's where cloth diapering came in. My partner was like, why don't you look into cloth diapering? I think we should cloth diaper. And I started laughing immediately. I was like, there's no way we're going to cloth diaper. There's just like, what does that even look like? Because I was imagining, which they exist, like just these little muslin cloths that are that are pinned together. Because that's what I think of that was used in the Caribbean. I knew my mom, you know, grew up in cloth diapers, and so did my partner's mom. And so it's just a generation ago that was using cloth diapers. And so I immediately thought of those. I just didn't see that being realistic for our lifestyle and just who we are. But today, there's so many that are available to us. And so I kept an open mind and started to do more research. After more extensive research, I found that there's all these different kinds of diapers out there. You got your flats, you got your pre-folds, you got your all-in-ones, you've got fitted, you've got pockets, you've got all-in-twos, and there's hybrid. So there's several different kinds of diapers, cloth diapers out there for us to choose from. And so that led to more excitement and continuing research and continuing to find what could work for our lifestyle and what could really potentially work for our baby. And we found the best methods that will work for us. And we plan to supplement cloth diapers with disposable. So, yes, while we are going to have some disposable diapers as part of this journey for overnights, maybe when we're traveling, we've also heard that some daycares do not accept cloth diapers and will only do disposable. So, we want to be realistic and thinking, all right, we'll still have some disposables. We'll also ease into the cloth diapering journey with disposables, but we are mainly going to be focused on cloth diapering during the day, and eventually kind of build up the muscle and the routine where we can do 90% cloth diapering with some disposables here and there. The other top reason why we decided to cloth diaper was because of the cost. Disposables can run you anywhere from $600 to $1,200 in a year, and we knew that we just didn't want to have to invest all of that money into diapers if there was an alternative in cloth diapering. So a baby is going through roughly 3,000 to 3,500 diapers in their entire diapering journey, so roughly 2.5 years. Um, and so the cost really adds up. So if you're looking at diapers that are, more on the cheaper end, let's say you have you're spending maybe $600 in a year, or towards the higher end where you're spending about $1,500 in a year, over the course of a 2.5 year period, you're going to be spending roughly $1,200 to $3,000 a year on diapers alone. Whereas with cloth diapering, there's a big range. You have to spend a lot of money up front to invest in the cloth diapering. You can get diapers from anywhere between $200, maybe it's secondhand. You can get it for even less than that if you're buying them from Facebook Marketplace. But if you're buying them entirely new online, you can purchase cloth diapers for a full set of roughly $300 to about $1,200. And again, that really depends on the brand that you're going with. But you can start your cloth diapering journey in a really mid range. So let's say that your mid range is about $600 for a period of 2.5 years, which roughly comes out to 30 months. Breaking that down, $600 gets you $20 per month of what you're spending on cloth diapers compared to the amount that you're spending for the disposables. Of course, with cloth diapers, it means that you're spending more on laundry. So let's stay within the math here, or follow me. If you're spending $20 a month on cloth diapers, so let's say for a full year, that's $240, coupled with laundry, let's say that's about 220, you're still way under the amount that you're spending per year compared to disposable diapers. So let's say on average, you're planning to spend $900 on disposable for the first year, $900 on disposables for the second year. Whereas with the cloth diapers, if you are spending $20 a month on cloth diapers, assuming again that 600 figure for a full set, that's gonna last for 2.5 years. In one year, you're spending $240 on your cloth diapers plus $220 for laundry, which consists of electricity, the actual detergent, the entire process of running a laundry. Um, and so in the second year for cloth diapers, you're only spending the money on laundry, which is $220. With disposables for the 2 year period, you're expected and you can anticipate spending $1,800. With cloth diapers, you can expect to spend $680. The savings you're looking at there between the two, in this example, is $1,120. So the cost savings there was really a no-brainer for us. And we were completely fine with, going on this journey of being really intimately involved with baby's poop. Whether you're cloth diapering or using disposables, you're gonna get really intimate with baby's poop. So we were fine with it, and having my partner on board is half the battle, really. I feel very fortunate to have a partner to be going through this process with, and to have support from our family and loved ones. Some other benefits we've heard of is that babies who cloth diaper potty train earlier. That's because they can feel the wetness in their diaper compared to those who are in disposables because of the wicking technology of disposables, the babies aren't feeling that they're wet and they don't have that awareness. And so we've really appreciated that additional benefit of cloth diapering. The other is that there are fewer chemicals in cloth diapers compared to the more affordable disposables. So you aren't getting synthetic gels, you're getting cotton, you're getting bamboo, you're getting really natural materials in the cloth diapers, which we were really excited about. And lastly, the cloth diapers are just fun. I mean, I'm going to show you some. We also have a few challenges that we anticipate with cloth diapers. I already mentioned that there are some daycares that just won't take cloth diapers, so we anticipate that pushback. Outside of that, though, we anticipate that it's going to be a bit of a trial and error with finding a routine that works for us, but also trial and error with finding the right absorbency. So with cloth diapers, you have to, with some, have the inserts that you're putting in. And so if you're putting in one insert, maybe that's okay. Maybe your baby might need additional inserts. And so it's going to be a little bit of trial and error to figure out what works for our baby. Cloth diapers also are apparently a little bit bulkier than disposable. So that's another challenge we're anticipating, maybe having to size up in some ways, or maybe baby will just have a little bulky bottom and, that's fine. Another challenge is getting accustomed to the laundry load and the frequency in which we have to wash these diapers. So it's recommended to wash the cloth diapers every 2 to 3 days. And so we're going to have to build up that muscle so that we're keeping the diapers fresh and preserving their longevity. What's really great about the cost savings too is that we can hopefully use the cloth diapers for more babies in the future. Or there's a really nice market for secondhand cloth diapers, and so we can sell them and make some of that profit up as well.